scheduled for you if you're looking to keep busy. Here are the details.
Greetings, welcome to another episode of Soul Talk. We start to talk citizens, remember the community. I'm your host, fastcart FC, and today I'm joined by, you ain't got no lights over there, do you? Are you yeah,
no.
Smile for me so I can see you. I'm starting early, sorry, Griffin. Hey, Kalrati, how are you doing, man?
It is good to be here. Hello, FC. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Soul Citizens community. It is
I'm assuming you have no lights on because it's so hot over there.
Yeah, you know, it's because I'm hot, so I have to like take off the lights. And it's you're lucky I haven't taken off my shirt yet, but yeah, it's pretty hot.
Luckily, what?
What? Nothing. So yeah, let's get on with the show.
I missed it. I had to turn up the volume on. You went quiet on me, so I had to turn up the volume.
He said, by the way, this is Jade. He said, you're lucky he hasn't taken off his shirt yet.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Jade.
Well, we haven't reached the $10,000 mark on the fundraiser.
So right? Hey, yeah, to give away my gold shirt.
No, it's not your gold shirt. It's
oh yes. Well, technically, I loaned it to him, but apparently it's his. You know how he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, have you covered from the 12-hour live stream?
I have actually. It wasn't that bad. It was actually really good. It was my first long-term live stream that I've ever done. So
how long were you on? A couple hours?
Yeah, so the first time it was for 1 hour. And then after that, you know, that's when I joined the whole gang on the night, and we covered Ken Star Citizen or Ken the Citizens Fixed Star Citizen. That's for 2 hours, so it wasn't that bad at all. You know, it was.
I was on for 9 hours. Well, longer than that. It was kind of pre-show, but yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
I think I tied Griffin. Griffin and I were on for about the same amount of time. Totally on stream. I mean,
you guys were gunning it, man.
So, yeah, I have to say, after Sunday stream, I was dead. D-E-D dead. And if anyone knows where that's from, thanks to you. Hopefully someone will get that reference. But yeah, today is October 5th, 2023, at least in North and South America. And yeah, we talk about what's going on this week in Star Citizen. So yeah, we did have our 12-hour live stream. It seems like 24 hours.
You know, right?
You have our 12-hour live stream this past Sunday. If you want to check out some of the highlights or go through it, go to our Twitch page or go to our YouTube page, and it should be up there. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. The fundraiser, we got it to $5,700. I think we made like $2,500 that weekend, or close to it.
Good
but we are still looking to get to $10,000 by CitizenCon weekend. So if you can donate, please do. If you already have, we thank you and appreciate your effort. So what's going on with you this week besides the heat?
Oh man, work. But luckily I've caught up with it, and of course PTU 321.
Now we talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah.
How's it with you after your recovery? I guess it took you like a Monday to recover, and then you just continued after that from the Tuesday?
It took me 2 days to recover, man. Yeah, I'm old. I'm not young like you. I'm not quick on recovery.
Come on. You're just less young. That's all.
Less young. Okay, we're going with that.
Tell the ladies, man, I'm less young. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah. For me. The new anime season that started, I haven't picked up on anything yet. I'm catching up on some older ones that I missed previously because, I want to binge through them.
Jujutsu
Ahsoka
Kaisen?
finished. Ahsoka finished.
Oh, I still haven't started Ahsoka yet. I have to
Oh
start
man,
it. So
okay,
I've
well
been
you're in for a
avoiding the
treat.
internet as much as I can with regards to
Oh,
that.
just want to say no spoilers. We're not spoiling because it's only been like a day or so. But yeah, Ahsoka. I finished Ahsoka. I liked it. It's a good watch. As far as where I would place it in terms of other Star Wars, not as good as Rogue One, but I think it's just about as good or better than Obi-Wan. But that's my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I really consider Rogue One to be really high up there. So
Yeah, but because I mean, the first few episodes kind of lost me because I wasn't aware of. Well, there's a time jump, obviously, so that's not
yeah,
much of a spoiler. But I was kind of confused about, did I miss something in the previous series that aired, or what? Because I was like, okay, so yeah, after that confusion was cleared up for me, I was able to get into it.
okay, gotcha. I'll be prepared.
So yes, let's get to the show.
Let's do it.
Talk about the fundraiser first. I know we talked about it a bit before, but I just want to show on people on the screen. Yeah, like I said, we're at 5,700. We're trying to reach 10,000 by CitizenCon weekend. But if we can raise another $300 this weekend, starting from the day until this weekend, that'd be great because that'll allow us to give away a Sprin'tok.yāi and an Aegis Saber Comet with LTI, $6,000, $300 more.
CitizenCon pretty soon too.
And we'll be able to reach our next milestone. So if you can, I mean, even if you haven't donated, send a link to some of your friends and let me know what's going on. All right, so I'm gonna come back to me, and then I'm gonna do my thing, and then we can get the show on the road. So okay, so starting TV Suite, I'll be doing taglines instead of doing movie quotes. Because
hopefully I can get it.
There's last week's tagline was from Superman Return. So this week is another movie. That was a hint. It's made within the last 20 years. That's what Griffin wanted me to do. And yeah, it's a genre movie. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah, so it's a genre movie. So some people may be able to get it, but we'll see. Okay, the tagline is. It's only 3 words. The tagline is, "There was darkness."
That's it?
That's the tagline. There was darkness. That's the tagline.
I thought I was.
And I do not believe I covered this movie previously in all my monologues and what have you. So yeah, but it's a genre movie. I mean, yeah. So hopefully people will get it. All right, so I'm going to drag people down, see if anyone else got it in here.
All right. Let's hear him.
So we're joined by, well, I forgot to mention Jade. My bad, Jade. Jade is helping us out with the with the links. With the links. Volunteer. And I
people always forget about me. That's okay. I'm here to help.
I'm giving you the look right now. You see me giving you the look, right? I'm giving you the look. All right. So yeah. Anyway, thank you, Jade. And we're done by Picture Face and Pop Space. There was darkness. Do you get where that movie is from?
Was it a Batman movie?
Batman is a good guess, but it's not Batman.
There was darkness.
Sounds like
there was darkness.
Or show
Is this a quote from the movie, or it's like
it's a tagline? Like Up in the Sky from last week for Superman Return. It's a tagline.
Okay. There was darkness.
Okay, Kusanagi, there was darkness. Yeah, that was it. That's the tagline. No one get it? All right. 3, 2, 1. I should play the Japanese music, but I don't want to get copyright strike. Okay, it is from Thor: The Dark World.
Oh crap! I remember the exact same scene now. As soon as you said that, I remember the exact same scene. Also,
you know what?
Oh my goodness!
Is that the one where? Was that the second one, right? That's the
second one that nobody likes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Even
that's the second
Odin,
one where
he was narrating it, also, right?
No, I don't know who's narrating, but I mean that movie was redeemed by Avengers Endgame because they had a whole time travel thing. Yeah.
Well, One thing I will say though, which reminded me though, I did see a trailer for a new Captain Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it yet because I'm
I did
going to watch the movie
also.
anyway, so I try not to spoil myself. But yeah, I mean, I'm surprised and not surprised that that they renamed it. It used to be called the Marvels, but they now changed it to Captain Marvel 2, which makes sense. I mean, why why not call it Captain Marvel 2 in the
I
first
guess for
place?
branding.
But now,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they try to revamp something, so they have to think about,
I mean,
how
I
can
think
we, you know.
I think they're worried that the superhero genre is running out of steam, so that's why
Yeah.
they're cutting
Mm,
back and doing this all kind of stuff. But
right, right.
it is what it is. I mean, I think it has its ups and downs. Whenever there's a great superhero movie, it'll go back up. But I mean, as far as Marvel MCU goes, I think it's in a slump for now, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what was the latest one is what, Thor, Love and Thunder?
No, it was Quantumania, was it?
Is it Quantum? I thought
Yeah.
Thor, Love and Thunder
No,
came
Thunder
out.
that was before just before Quantumania.
Really? Oh, okay. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and I actually haven't seen Quantum Mania because I heard that the at least the budget for the VFX and those things, it wasn't really up to par. So
It was
I think
okay.
mentally, I
Yes.
still have to watch it. So it kind of
It's
mentally
okay.
drew me off.
You have a couple hours to kill, and you want to get up to date with the MCU and what's going on with that universe. It's okay. But yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, you can always check out Loki. Season 2 just came out.
I haven't started that
man.
yet. That just started this morning, right?
Yes, yes.
I have a lot to catch up on.
Hey, that's how it is. Welcome to 2023. All right, so let's get this show started. I'm gonna start with a sneak peek. So let me put that on the screen. Hopefully, people can see it in the Discord. And the tagline, well, not the tagline, but the subtitle is "In Space, No One Can Hear You Scream." Now, who knows where that's from?
I do. It's from Alien.
Wait. You said it. I was gonna ask you.
Sorry.
Kalrati there.
I'm
Kalrati,
sorry.
I didn't know.
You didn't even
So
know.
what
Okay.
I was gonna say is, I think Zark, he had a video, and someone actually used that quotation as one of the voice lines. So that's
Oh
where
yeah.
I
You're
remembered
right.
from.
He did have a video.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jay caught it. It's from
Yep, she
Alien.
did.
Only because the Northern Trooper said only because wife is a huge fan. Okay, well, I know of it because I'm a huge fan of the second movie, The Aliens with an S on the end with James Cameron. I'm a huge fan of that one, so I had to go back and watch the first one. So that's how I know about it. But yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah, the first one was more suspense. The second one was more action based.
Yeah, and it made my money, I bet. But yeah,
It did really?
I think so.
I
I'm
didn't
pretty
know that.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah.
you're
sure.
probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
But that's why he was able to make he made Terminator first, then he made Alien, so never mind. But he did go on to make other stuff after Alien.
Yeah.
But yeah, In Space, No One Can Hear You Scream. Now, this is the first time CIG, okay, as far as I know, let me put that caveat in there, this is the first time CIG used a GIF for a sneak peek,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as far as
you're
I
right.
know.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh yeah, what do people think about this sneak peek here? You know what it's about, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, they should do more like this. I like it.
The green and the color green and
The whole
all
what is it? The VHS effect film.
It's a hologram. It's a hologram. Give it the 30th century.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if they don't exhaust a particular image like the eye, they could probably do something like this. But if they're literally just showing us the nose one week, then the edge of the wing the other week, it'll be a bit difficult for them to do. I mean, unless they do like a really small section of it. But I really appreciate it, just like Pops and Fist has said. I really appreciate this whole motion picture kind of thing to bring some life to the whole sneak peek. And
It's kind of got that Blair Witch feel almost.
oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. You know how much money that one made? Oh my god.
Blair Witch?
Well,
Yeah. Compared to the budget.
Oh yeah. Well, It's not my genre, so I wouldn't know. So yeah, any other? I mean, this is obviously about the day of Vara. We'll cover that more in a bit, but yeah, that's what this is a sneak peek for. Because this is on Friday, and then this whole month is a whole Halloween thing. Like I said, we get to that in a minute, and I agree with my feelings about that. But yeah, in space, no one can hear you scream. That is the tag, well, subtitle.
Sorry, what's the name of the holiday? It starts with a V, doesn't it? What is
The day of Vara. Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Vara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So up next we have there was no STL, so I'm bringing in late what you call it? Late breaking news. There you go. Late breaking news. This is done about 5 hours ago. So if there's late breaking news more than this, I don't know. But the live server maintenance downtime on October 5th, that is today. This is from Jake Acapella. Hello, everyone. Later tonight, the live server will be taken down for Beast 30, the 60-minute window to accommodate a global database upgrade. The server will need to be cleanly shut down, so this won't be a no downtime deployment. Matchmaking was suspended around 8 p.m. Pacific, that's 11 p.m. Eastern, with the servers going fully offline an hour later at 9 p.m. Pacific, which will be midnight Eastern. Operators are advised to safely store their vehicles and equipment in their local inventory before logging off in advance this downtime. Apologize for any inconvenience that may cause, and we'll have reverse back and up and running as soon as possible. Thanks for the patience, everyone. Oh, yeah. Did anyone not know about this before I say anything?
Didn't know about it.
How do you know about it?
I wanted to jump in after the streams, but I guess that's ruined. So I guess I'll wait until tomorrow morning.
Wait, what?
Did you know about this maintenance downtime?
Yeah, and how I found out about it was I was actually in the PTU, and then I saw a message that somebody said about how the PU was going to go down, and that they would only be in the PTU, and so they said check announcements. So like right when I woke up, when I logged in, I saw that. So then I went and checked.
Gomab, thank you for the subscription for 34 months.
Gomab.
You like us. You really like us. Thank you, Gomab. Appreciate it.
He just wants to up his chance to win something, that's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We did have that one time. We did try to win something, but yeah, none of us did. Maybe next time. Yeah. So yeah, live server making it downtime October 5th. That'll be in like a couple hours. No, less than 3 hours. So yeah. But they said matchmaking will be suspended in 2 hours. So look out for that. All right. Hopefully that will fix some issues or make it more stable and, all that good stuff. So we'll see. All right, up next we have this week in Star Citizen. Got the Fury Alex and the preview there. So happy Monday, everyone. This Tuesday they said the monthly subscriber and the comm link monthly newsletter. Wednesday will be a bi-weekly roadmap. I'll cover that in a minute. Thursday will be Inside Star Citizen. We'll cover that at the end of the show. And wrapping up on Friday, we go to the RSI newsletter. There won't be an episode of Star Citizen Live tomorrow. And I believe there will be a Star Citizen Live next week. And it won't be an ISC. Tonight is the last ISC until CitizenCon, until after CitizenCon, rather. But there will be an SCO next week, so look forward to that. PS this Sunday, XDR will be celebrating our 2-year anniversary, their 2-year anniversary. And they're inviting you to join in the racing festivities in the Louisville outskirts track. Bring a 200 series ship for a winding good time. Starting pistol goes out at 1800 UTC, 11 a.m. Pacific. And there's also decided to mark the launch of the Worst at War event, where 100 Spanish and French-speaking community members will engage in a massive battle and put some of the ships to the paces at 1900 UTC, 12 p.m. Pacific. So, a weekend full of fun. Oh yeah, I want to cover this before I forget, because we're trying to do this recently. But the community MVP, we're constantly amazed at the Star Citizen community contribution made by the Star Citizen community. This person made a Keybind changed patch 3.320 quick start guide. In a bind to get a controlled remapping on Alpha 320. Vine Clutch lives up to the name with a time-saving quick guide for main updated keyboard for both mouse and keyboard Android 6 setup. And you can upload them there and take a look at their videos and get more information. But speaking of MVP, we have our own new, very own staff pick in the channel right now. Have you heard about that?
Do go on.
Jade, your video has been
Yeah.
made staff pick.
That's right. Wow. Yeah. Thank you to all those people who liked my video. If you happen to be watching this, it was a labor of love, as it always is when I work with great people in the community. And yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It took me about 3 weeks. I wrote the song in a week, and then I edited the video, shot and edited the video over the next 2 weeks, which was a huge undertaking. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Congrats again. All right. So up next we have. October 2023 subscriber promotions. I am oohing and eyeing because this is not my favorite holiday, not my favorite costume. I'm not into spooky stuff. No, I am not into spooky stuff. I
was jamming to This Is Halloween all the way from work yesterday.
My problem is October 1st. I mean, it's October 31st, right? That's when Halloween is, correct? You got
Yeah.
the whole
Day of the
month.
Vara.
The whole month.
But it's Day of the
Anyway.
Vara, so yeah.
I can understand like Thanksgiving. I can understand Christmas, but I mean, come on, Halloween the whole month, really? Okay, fine.
Yeah,
course.
Halloween's been elevated. Fastcart, didn't you get the memo?
No,
it's one of the
it.
it's one of the high holidays of the year.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, infect your friends with the Day of the Vara spirit when you roll this helmet, inspired by the hit bid Lost Plague. That's an in-game fiction video or movie. The helmet perfectly replicates the hard death of a genoarchaeologist, Diane Wu, the first victim of the alien virus she unwittingly unleashed in the unsuspecting galaxy. So just to be sure, this is just a in-game fiction, right? It's not in-game, it's something that actually happened, as far as I'm aware of, correct?
Yeah, this
Correcto.
is a movie that, think of Alien or Aliens, all right? So this is a movie in
in-game.
the Star Citizen universe. Yes.
Right, okay. So you got the radioactive helmet yellow, got the biohazard blue. Okay, the radioactive one is for Centurion level, and the radioactive blue is for Imperial level, and the radio explosive orange, oh god, explosive orange is available to all subscriber pledge from the subscriber store. And I believe we can get a picture of all three right here. So here you go. I'm gonna say nope. Not for me.
All the way, yes.
Is this better or worse than the alien coming out of the helmet one?
They're both bad.
They're both bad.
They're both bad.
agree.
I don't want
I
to see
agree.
anybody wearing those anytime. I always look away.
Dummy Pick says they want them. Anyone else in chat want them besides Kalrati, Fish and Pop? You want these?
No, not really. I'm not really. I don't have a use for it unless like it's for like, like if I'm doing role playing or something like that. But to me now, unless because I'm more of a functional person, like it doesn't have
Right.
function.
Give me something that works. Yeah, something to keep you cool and when it's supposed to be hot, and something to keep you warm when it's supposed to be cold or something like that.
Right.
Or something that protects you from
now, hold on.
radioactivity.
Now, if okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
I was going to say, now, if this protects you from going into a place that does already have virus, and maybe it'll, how like they say when a zombie movie, if you move and act and look like a zombie, you don't get recognized. So, I'm just saying, that could be something that could help you,
Yeah,
Blend in.
Cool.
yeah. I wish there was a in-game function to it. I don't know. Even if
I mean,
if
the
they
only in-game function
had-
I can think of, the only in-game function I can think of is that it protects you in Louisville like a baghead. That's the only thing I can think of.
Now,
If that.
the only thing that I could say, if they did something like an in-game function, if they were going to have like where they took both sets, this set, maybe another set down the years, and had a party, a Halloween party, and you had to wear this to a party or something like that would be interesting. But there was a big event for it, but
Yeah, last time we were just covering that. This is only in-game fiction, and I mean, it's not something happening in-game. It's a movie in-game. Put it that way. Or it's like Arena Commander is a video game in-game. So yeah, it didn't actually happen. All right, so yeah, Day of the Vara, that's coming up in a bit. We will cover that more. Earnable in-game. Our goal is to make most items earnable in game. For this reason, subscriber flare items will be added to the loot table dropped from 317. Where does it say? Oh, there it is. So most pre-2023 items can be carried by players that are available now, with new and future flare added after a 3-month exclusivity window. So after 3 months, this should be appearing in the loot table for people to pick up.
And I posted a link in there for people who do get those helmets, that do want them. Somebody was nice enough on Spectrum to find the undersuits that are pictured along with them, because you only get the helmet, you don't get the undersuit. And the locations where you can pick up the undersuit that matches the helmet.
Oh,
and where is that?
I posted the link in
No. It's some okay. I was actually like not Kastapa outlet obviously, but I was like what planet are you now?
So yeah, you can get them in Orison at the Providence platform, the Providence Surplus, and the store at Everest Harbor. There's a Station Armor store. That's another one. Then also Mike L1, Crew L1, and Hurston L1, as well as Arc L1. So all the L1 stations, and then if you just read the post, it'll tell you, depending on which one you're looking for, like yellow, blue, or orange.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And the vehicle of the month is the Drake Vulture. So every pilot gets to get to power and tear through wreck and make a living on their own terms, thanks to the spoken whole ripping component of the comprehensive habitation. For one, it's the ultimate solo salvager. Subscribers can pick up the Drake Solo's Vest Salvager with enhanced insurance through October. Visit the Play Store to pledge for or to upgrade to the Drake Vulture. So yeah, you get I believe 2 years insurance. Subscriber merchandise discount.
What is that ship that he's chopping up?
It's a hammerhead.
That's a hammerhead?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Tail end of it, yeah.
That top nacelle looks like it might be the new Apollo. I'm just.
Yeah, that's the hammerhead.
Alright.
Look at the rear turret.
By the way, welcome Kusanagi and welcome BBG. How are you two doing?
Greetings and salutations.
Had the
Doing very
flu all
well.
week, so that's how I'm doing.
Welcome.
Get your flu shots, everybody. If you're going to CitizenCon, get your flu shot, COVID vaccine.
I got my COVID shot. Yeah, flu shot is a good idea too. Doggone it.
I've been having a rough. You probably have a mix of that, but I've had it all week, and the flu, and today is the first day back to work, and it was rough.
I got the COVID one, but I'll be all right on the flu.
Oh yeah, like I said, the Drake Vulture, the vehicle of the month. You get a subscriber merchandise discount. They have all these stuff. I'm gonna pause it so it doesn't show the Reddit mug that everybody love to see. Yeah. So yeah, that is the subscriber promotion for October 2023. You get all those helmets, and you can get to pick up the undersuit separately. Oh yeah, so let me ask before I move on. Kusanagi, are you interested in these helmets?
Not really. No. It's
BBG.
Yeah, I like them. I'm glad they I got 2 of them with the subscriber level I'm at. I'm glad Yeah, I'm glad I get them, and they're a form of fashion. So I'm glad Jade hooked us up with the link for how to match up the suit with the helmet. I like that.
Yeah, it's not my thing, but for the people that are, I want to, make sure that you're looking horrific in style.
Heck yeah.
Right, I want the whole horrific package. That's right. So.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
god. Anyway, so this is CitizenCon talk. Not much to cover. You got the tickets from last week. We already covered that last week. The CitizenCon fact has a couple of new posts. One of them is from Cry Y7, Agent Inquisitor. Is there going to be any accompanying in-game event to celebrate? And that was wanted. What did you have in mind? My idea is like, previously they had in-game events, like maybe a free fly or maybe I don't know. What was the previous one? Well, they had free fly previously, so, but that's what Lalo replied, and I believe there's another new one. How long are the breaks in between panels? Lalo from CID said that all vary depending on how ahead or behind we get. Oops, gotta click on that. Got to do that. Kim responded that not missing a thing. So Watcher was being sarcastic and said, "How much time will we have for?" And depends on how much time we have left. And Lalo said, "And it's the honest reply. In 2019, we couldn't get Tony off the stage. Sometimes it may go a little long or a little short." So yeah.
They can go as long as they want if Tony's speaking. Because that's what people want to hear.
Yeah, we really anticipate it.
Yeah, I was not expecting Chris Roberts to go as long as he did. I was expecting maybe a half hour or 50 minutes. I was not expecting like a 90 minutes. The next time, I don't know. Definitely go to the restroom before Chris Roberts goes on.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. Okay, so this came out a few hours ago? What time is it? Yes, 5 hours ago. Oh, no. Yeah, 3 hours ago. But this is, check out who's coming to CitizenCon. I'll play this and won't maximize it. People can see some stuff, but here we go.
Hey everyone.
Hey guys.
Hey. Hola.
Hey folks.
Hey Star Citizens.
I'm Kitty A Cupcake.
I'm Zero State.
Crunchy Hip.
I'm Lazy B.
The resident mustachier Bognagus.
My name is Gabby.
Poets here. And
How do we see that here?
hey, it's Enterprise.
And I am coming to CitizenCon.
And I'm very excited to see you
at CitizenCon.
CitizenCon. CitizenCon.
At CitizenCon.
And you'll be seeing me at...
Anybody else have trouble saying that? CitizenCon. Citizen.
I'm flying to CitizenCon this year, so I cannot
wait to meet everybody this year at CitizenCon.
And Jared too, I guess.
Congrats to all the content creators who got to appear in that little short video. Just go down to the list. They replied on who were all there. They got Aussie, Zero State, Verity, Miss Gabs. I almost said it wrong again because I'm reading phonetically. They have Phil Salt, Hendrosa, Kitty Cupcake, Lizzie B, Bob Nagas, the poet. Anyone know that one? Herbidja?
Herbidja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Enterprise, Clancy, Sigullian, Mr. Hoskahar, Benny Aliana, the Astropub Morphologist, and Hinken SC. So, we got the people who got to appear in this little promo. And
Great group of people.
And shout out to the poet. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the poets. Shout out to Sigullian. Shout out to Maid and Ariana.
CitizenCon.
And Paul, of course.
And Paul, of course, yeah. So, there are some people who are coming to CitizenCon. I just said it's going to be at least double the amount came in 2019, so that's double time 1250, so that's at least 2,500. Plus, how many more? So many more.
It's gonna be big.
So we'll see.
Fastcart, Zombie Pig brings up a good question. We know that like a couple of the Soul Citizens are going to CitizenCon, but do you know if the player haters are going to make it to CitizenCon?
That is still in discussion because they're cheap, so we don't know if they can afford to go, but we shall see.
Main thing.
Yeah, but I would not be surprised if they tried to crash the event.
Never know.
Check it.
So yeah, that is CitizenCon. Tickets are still available, and not the premium tickets, but the normal access tickets are still available for $199. I would not be surprised now if they just keep selling until the day of the event. So yeah, I was predicting before they'll stop selling them around September 15th, September 30th, but they're still on sale. So people can to have made up their mind, they can still participate.
But if you want to go and you haven't gotten your ticket yet, I highly recommend you get it because it could stop at any day, right? We don't know.
I believe the window for refunds is closed. Like if you do get one now, you haven't started the refund. I don't believe you can get a refund now.
Okay,
Maybe
so if
I'm
you
wrong.
want to go, make sure you want to go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I heard that some people are thinking that there's going to be a discounted price. There will be no discounted price. You need to go ahead and
when
get
did
it.
CIG
You
ever
get it right
do
now.
discount for CIG? No, that never happened.
Ain't gonna happen, guys. Ain't gonna happen.
No, they gotta pay that LA convention center money.
Correct.
So
Correct.
yeah, they're gonna milk that for as long as they can. So yeah, go ahead and get it if you haven't.
Yeah, it's nice that these creators are going, but you know, I sort of look at them as being at, you know, they're the Stanton Magnus jump point for me. You know, y'all are the Stanton Star. I want to see the Soul Citizens, right? That's who I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's who I'm in
thank you for
orbit
that.
around, right?
Thank
You know what I mean?
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Soul friends.
Soul friends.
I want to see the Soul Friends.
Oh my god, I almost forgot about that. Alright, so up next we have the Star Citizen Alpha 3.21 update. Came from out of nowhere, no one expected it. Came on Friday. Hi everyone, this is from I thought he had his name, but this is from Bolt CIG. Star Citizen
Also
Alpha
known as-
3.21. Say it again.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll tell you later.
Star Citizen Alpha 3.21 has been released to the PTU. Primary reason for this nomenclature change from 320.1 to 3.1 is to signify Star Citizen approaching the next major milestone in its online networking technology. During the 3.21 patch cycle, we will introduce new testing channels, and with graduating a new underlying technology. I'm going to skip ahead. The first project to enter this new technology preview is the replication layer, which is a core networking part of the server meshing infrastructure. Excuse me. In this update, the networking, replication, and state are separated from the game server and into its own server. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Game clients are connected to the server, to this new service, and the game server itself becomes a client authority with the replication layer. With the application moving off the game server, the team is hoping to begin testing server recovery without disconnecting game client from the universe, state, and its given game shard. In short, this is the next step towards testing components for server meshing after deploying persistent instance streaming earlier this year. With some more information about Alpha 20 an upcoming roadmap update that's coming up late in a bit. You can look forward ahead to CitizenCon for more information on the previous channel and how it play a role in further bringing our shared universe to life.
So yeah, Bolt is actually Benoit Bajor, from Turbulent. So for people that didn't know who Bolt was, if you've ever seen Benoit in the Star Citizen Inside Star Citizen videos, that's who wrote this.
Thank you. Yeah, there was a post later on. Did I? I forgot when I have this tab. There it is. So yeah, this is another tab. Basically on the same thread. So it's a replication layer, and now for the clarification, and that was applied. It's not in 320. It's not in the 320 Alpha 321 build that just released to the PTU. This was last week. The application layer will become separately on the preview channel, which will run in parallel. And when the show is ready, we will migrate to the live service in the 320.x patch. Possible hackers asking about Well, I'll just read it, I guess. If that's the case with P2 only content, the 321 versus 320X, as originally considered, did it just make more sense to roll the content back to the next quarterly release or release it with replication layer? Zalo replied, as Benoit mentioned, the primary reason for this increment is to signify next major milestone, replication layer, preparing it come online, and which will targeting to introduce in 321 or 321 past cycle. In addition, there's more great content features coming in 321 pack, which will share more in the upcoming roadmap and watch post. So yeah. What do people thoughts about the new PTU 321?
I love it. I was shocked like everyone else. Like, yeah, it didn't go through any of the normal, waves or anything. It went straight to everybody. Like, yeah, I was shocked. And then of course, the jump points, right? The jump point stations being in.
Yeah, tell people about that. What
Yeah.
are the jump points?
Yeah, so so on the latest patch, you can jump straight to them, but when it came down, they weren't marked, and some people found a way to get out to the Stanton Pyro jump point. I was on the second expedition out there, and then right before this current patch dropped, where you can actually quantum to these magnificent gas clouds with these huge stations near the jump points. Somebody wanted to go out to the Stanton Terra one, and so we put an expedition together. I had to go to sleep, but they actually did make it, and they posted the images. And in that very day, the next patch dropped, and we didn't have to do the crazy things of flying for hours and stuff to get there. We were able to jump.
Let me ask you a question, Jade.
Yeah.
Since you're doing an expedition in
Yes.
Star Citizen, which ship did you guys choose to take?
Oh, there were several. I mean, you saw a lot of people like bringing Carracks for the first time, like really seeing them, sort of put to use. And 600i, 400i. I was in a 400i. So yeah, the exploration ships had their day.
Cool.
Thank you for that, Jade. Yeah, anyone else participate?
I would definitely say that even when so I came in I think that was the Monday or Tuesday, and when you logged in, you may have been lucky to see a quantum beacon for the Pyro jump gate. And I would say that when I went there, even when it was incomplete, because the very first time you'd have gotten there before the PTO update had dropped, you would still be in awe, because of course the clouds and the VFX and those things, it wasn't all that up to snuff, but it was still pretty good. And traveling from the quantum beacon, I don't think we even knew eventually if it was a player or if CSG just dropped it. But even when you actually got to that and you made your way manually to the jump point, it felt like a really good trek. Eventually, me and the madam, we saw like a quantum beacon, another one pop up, and we were like, okay, is this legitimate? And we just jumped to it, and it really felt like an actual exploration. And I haven't felt like that in the game, in legitimately, at least, apart from making my own adventures in a very long time. My only wish, I'm gonna end it up by saying that I wish that at least the game was stable enough for us to get this closer to where we didn't necessarily need to test it. That they'll just drop it and they would have done their own internal tests. And even if the jump point, of course, jump gate isn't working, obviously, but just before the moment PTU 321 went live, I wish that we'd have just gotten it like that. But I mean, it's alpha, and I'm sure we'll get those opportunities eventually. So
yeah, I think this.
I just want to say that this is the thing that I think that I've talked about before, where I want to discover things, and like sometimes they show us a lot in ISC, like they're going over the new mission coming up, like, oh, you're gonna go to the station and you have to get cargo, but you're gonna get attacked by cargo. to get the cargo. And then you get out of the car, you're going to go in a jump, and you might get pulled out of QT, and then you have to go to the place, and you're going to get fired upon. I'm like, can I just experience this without you telling me like the script? Like, it's very cool. It's very cool that they like to keep us so involved because they think we need to know everything, but we kind of don't need to know everything at the same time.
Yeah,
So I wish they would figure that out.
That's why I'm not showing the images, because Griffin made a good point. He said that it's great to experience this in game rather than having shown to you on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't quite do it justice. So that's why I'm not going to show it.
Everybody on Twitch that goes there, I have been staying away from it. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go see ya."
Yeah, yeah. But to what you were saying, Admiral, yeah, I think this has given CIG some useful data in terms of exploration, because the people who went out there were true explorers. Everybody that went out there were true explorers from what I could tell on the first couple expeditions. We didn't want to know exactly. Part of exploration is knowing there might be something out there, but then like being able to confirm it. And then like you get there and it's this wondrous thing. And like if it had just been someplace we could quantum to, none of those feelings would have been there at all. So I really do hope that CIG takes some of the data from the people that did experience this and says, hey, look, we don't have to televise every single thing, so that people like you, Admiral, can experience that on your own.
Well, you did bring up a good point where you were on a crew. You had to go to bed. Probably would have logged out.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you were able to, the next day,
I could have logged back in.
You could have logged back in, and you could have had a multi-day traveling just to find something like a jump point. And I think that's what really exploration should go to, where like those far, far out ones. I'm not saying they're all going to be like that, but I think that people that want to just do the exploration thing and just go you load up your ship with like supplies and just go for like a couple of weeks. And I mean like a couple of weeks. That would be really cool. And stop off here or there. I mean, it might be something else out there, but I mean, if your goal is to find like jump points, whatever. But,
Let me jump in so we can
keep on going.
Move on. A quick question: like, are people how surprised people that there's not just one jump point to Pyro, but there's one to Magnet and one to Terra too? How does the community feel about that?
So what I posted, what I'll say here is, I believe that CIG isn't. They're going either Big Willie style or they're playing themselves, right? And the idea here is, and this was before they revealed all the different jump points. So I feel like a lot of the theory crafting in the run up to the end of the year, to anticipation about 4.0, to CitizenCon, has included the idea that different shops within the CIG family have had a lot of content build out that is just waiting for tech to drop. And the fact that we got these multiple jump points for me makes me think that that we are probably going to get more than one system, or we're going to get the roadmap for more than one system. That Pyro is not the only place we're going to be going. And the fact that we got Terra was a blessing to my heart. Those of you who have been
right, me too.
Those of you who have been on Soul Citizens for a couple of years know that Terra is where I want to be.
Me too.
And so I was super excited to see those particular jump points. I was kind of disappointed to not also see the Knicks jump point.
That isn't connected. That isn't connected to Stanton.
But then I remembered it was connected to Pyro.
Pyro, yeah.
Right.
And so I still wonder whether they're gonna, to Admiral Kusanagi's point, they're gonna let us kind of discover that. Once we get to Pyro. Obviously, it should be in the star charts if you're thinking RP and lore, but it'd be kind of cool for them to allow us to reveal that ourselves as part of this whole exploration experience that Kalrati illuminated from the very beginning. People jumped on this because it was the first taste of exploration that people were getting, and you can see how hungry the community is for it. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, that is the Star Citizen Alpha 321 update. The P2 is up, and I believe it's everyone. Is everyone?
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
But I'm gonna wait till we hit the live service. Thank you everyone who testing out the bugs. So yeah, I'll experience it when it goes live. So up next we have, the roadmap roundup for October 4th, 2023. A happy Wednesday, everyone. Notable changes for October 4th, 2024. This week they're introducing the 321 column, because there's a whole lot of hoopla about, why are they doing 321 in the P2, but it's not on the roadmap. So now it is on the roadmap, which the house featured content previously listed for 320X. We made the decision to implement, or we covered that part already. To talk about their testing channel. So we already covered this part before, but yeah. But the release view, but the public will clarify where each of the features previously stated for 320X will be laid in the patch cycle. Below is a full list with a pair of new cards marked as set. All 320 cards have also been marked as committed. So 320, 0, a new Crusader platform, new missions, retrieve consignment, a new mission still evident, and Crusader A1 Spirit. So these were previously in the 320 .x or 320.1 pack, but now it's been moved to the 321 pack. Now they have the Alpha 321X card, replication layer, they covered that before, vehicle tractor beam. We talked about it a little bit, but people are still looking for this because especially for the whole C and some of the other chips that had tractor beam. Storm, we talked about it previously. The Crusader C1 Spirit, talked about that previously, and the other SR, we talked about that previously. So yeah. Any thoughts?
I'm really glad that the rappel missions are coming back. I really enjoyed those.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the replication layer update. I mean, just because of what it means, getting us that one step closer to survey meshing.
I kind of want to know the Crusader platforms, right? If you go down to the surface, and you fly like 60 kilometers away, and this has been in the game since the thing came out. I mean, that station came out in what's it called again? What's the one on Crusader called?
Seraphim?
No, the
Orison.
Orison. If you go down to Orison, you go like 60 clicks out, which is pretty far. You'll get into like the cargo area, and it's like huge. It's complex with like you can unload like giant like cargo vessels, and you could see places back then where you could see. I remember taking pictures. You could like easily see putting like a like the agro cargo, like the three giant container ship there, or you could just use like a hull A or hull B, and like park it and then pick up stuff. There's like cranes and everything in that area, so I could see them using one of that as a location. So it'd be really interesting to see if that's what they did. The Crusader A1, I do have that, so I've always looked at that as a kind of like a 1970s fighter bomber where you come down low and fast and drop your bombs and get out of there. So I think if you look at the depth of a spaceman, like the A2, like people like to loiter and like come in like super low, or not, we'll say mid-level on that thing, and they always get blown out of the sky. That's like not supposed to happen. There are times and places to use certain ships in the future, and I think to be moving at like almost max speed in that thing to drop and just go home is the idea here. So I'm very interested in that, and the tractor beams is going to be fantastic.
All right, thank you for that. They also had a Spectrum post. Okay, they do have a separate post from the Acapella. We're going to scroll down and see if we can find it real quick. Okay, so thank you for your time and dedication, and Jake replied, thank you for yours. So yeah, that is a good point. Thank you for your time and dedication, Jake, for the roadmap roundup. I'm gonna make it audible. This is breaking news. This is just posted from my good friend BBG, but turns out there will be a Soul Fan T-shirt.
Gold.
No, but unfortunately, I think it's just for BBG, right?
Yeah, I was on Custom Ink and I was laughing to myself for 20 minutes. I didn't buy it, I didn't commission it, but I was just
you didn't
laughing to
commission
myself
it?
for 20 minutes.
Oh, you
Nah,
almost
yeah.
commissioned it. Oh, okay. Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
I missed that word.
Yeah, I don't abuse the brand. Griff can trust us not to abuse the brand.
No, you're not
Yeah.
the only one. I believe
I was
Gomap
laughing
said
hard at that.
Gomap said he's going to do it.
I
Yeah,
just
so
thought it was
you're not the
funny.
only one. So between you and Gomap, you two should get together, and yeah, we'll work something out between the two of you.
You know what you guys need now is like the intro to Friends, and you just kind of do
No,
your thing.
that'll
when you're
no,
all-
no, no, Admiral,
In-game.
no, hey, bad Admiral. Anyway, up next, yes, this is the Star Citizen TV monthly report. Not gonna cover this too much. And this thing, one thing of interest that anyone had in this one, the preview monthly report.
So I did see. I can't remember where, but of
You're breaking up.
Oh man, things were going so good. Right. So one thing, in the economy, I was interested to see that they mentioned something about a tool to extract data from the live from the live servers for balancing. So I do wonder if that's part of the software that they'll be using to re-inject into Quantum, because in the real world, when it comes to using a simulation software like Quantum, when you're linking it to any kind of production or operation system, you need some kind of tool to extract it from the actual production system and inject it into the simulation that's running in the background to mirror the performance, in case you need to kind of balance what's going on in the actual system. So if this is something that they're referring to versus what devs may be using to manually balance the missions, then that would be really cool, because if Quantum knows the output data, so that they'll know the key performance indicators of what they need to use to re-inject to the simulation, to then eject in to actually reflect it back into the game service, that would be really cool if that's the case. But yeah, and the other one that I saw was that this had to do with the global illumination. I know that global illumination, it's still a back and forth, because I don't think we've seen it be confirmed yet. We've seen reports of ray tracing in the previous month reports, but I'm wondering if, in terms of the research and development, if they are really referring to research to ray tracing or rasterization. So that was pretty cool.
I did say choose one thing. You did two. Choose
Oh,
one.
technically it's one with the mentioning of the other, but that's it for me.
All right, I got one.
Okay.
I got one too.
Yeah, so one of the things I've been keeping an eye on, as we approach this year's CitizenCon, I think about the things we saw at the last CitizenCon, and one of those big things were the new underground, facilities. And in this monthly report, there's in-game branding where they're working on the navigational signage for the exterior, and interactables where they're working on props that will go into them. And so both of those things tell me that those underground facilities might not be that far off in the future. If they're already working on the signage, that tells me that it's probably closer than we think.
Okay, thank you for that. Amakushnagi, what is your one?
Okay, so I'll talk about what I talked about on Griffin Gaming Show today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursdays and Tuesdays. But it was the economy, because they were talking about the economy, how it just kind of changed it. I think you have to go up on the screen. And it's just kind of putting things together for that. It's just I think doing doing the drug mission, so it's the salvage mission, you get the drug cargo and you go make $3 million seems a little crazy to me. So I kind of would like them to kind of figure the economy system out a little bit more, because you really shouldn't be able to afford a prospector in one run. It just seems a little crazy. Or maybe a prospector should be 50 million credits. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to see how they're gonna rebalance this and push forward with it. Yeah.
EBG, I am not going to play that video. Okay, just letting you know.
Play it.
Anyway, so yes, that is the Star Citizen monthly report. Something
Yeah,
that
well,
caught my eye.
did you show the roads around the underground facility?
I was looking for it. Where was it under?
Yeah. Scroll down, and you'll see 2 images of an underground facility. And one of them that really struck me
Oh,
was
these are okay.
Yeah. One of them that really struck me, that one right there, is look at the roads. And this is something people in the community have wanted. You want to go scroll down one more?
Yeah, scroll down.
That one exactly. And you see how big these underground facilities are. So I'm looking at these roads and I'm thinking racing opportunity. I'm not even thinking about the underground facility gameplay. I'm thinking graph left bikes, right?
Not only that, they got parking lots and everything too.
Yeah. So I
Jay-Z,
can't
you're
wait
gonna be
to
the first
see these.
person to get like $1 million ticket from the space police.
Well, that's all right. I'll pay it down because I've got millions of AUEC. No problem.
Alright, so yeah, thank you for that. Something caught my eye with animation. So this is up here. Last month, the animation team was ensuring all male animations were also available for the female character. You see female characters doing more in the upcoming patch. Keep in mind that with this large volume, there'll be considerable visual artifacts we need to sort out, the animation team. They also created initial animation for a new creature, so yeah, that's something that caught my eye. As a matter of fact,
that's definitely I don't want to know about that until we come across it / die to it /
Yep,
you know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
I agree. No
That's one thing
spoilers
that
yet.
they should. No spoiler on that one.
I don't know if they can help it because you got the the PTU people, and yeah, so I don't know if you can help that, but we'll see.
It depends on how rare they are.
I mean, like one creature. I mean, we've got like worlds and moons, and we got like 7 creatures that we know about on our hands, and maybe 3 or 4 that's kind of big. I mean, we got that big floating thing. It looks like a jellyfish, and then we got the big giant white monster-looking thing, Bigfoot person. I feel like there should be a whole team doing animals and stuff, right?
They're working on it, Admiral.
Yeah, they're working on it.
It's going to be a while.
Can someone post the Discord link for Keybind, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
I was just about to.
Okay,
and someone mentioned it before, but I was going to mention it too. But yeah, if you want to get the whole detail about the monthly report, Griffin Gaming RPG did a full analysis today on his show at 1 p.m. Eastern, like Admiral Kuchnagi said. So if someone can put that link in there, and they just split into 2 videos because Griffin had a hiccup in the middle where he went offline. But yeah, I think this is most of it. But if you want to catch the whole thing, go to the previous video to get the start of it. But yeah, he did a great job of covering the monthly report.
That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, folks. Pretty good show.
Thank you. All right, up next we have, speaking of female animation, Carl Bengo, talking about a longtime backer from 2013 who started this game regularly since C9. It looks like we had the result over the past 3 years, two little projects made in making clothing available in-game to wearable by female characters. And I'm going to scroll down. Well, she made a couple of screenshots with some detail. But Nico CIG responded, "Hey folks, there's been a big push for having clothing designed for both male and female characters with its own counterpart. Our concept artists have also done a fantastic job of creating assets designed primarily for female characters, which we then convert to male. Oh, that's something new. I didn't know about that. We are working to develop the clothing further as we progress through the development of Star Citizen. Keep an eye on the upcoming CitizenCon 2023, 3 weeks now. So expect a presentation for that.
I can't wait. I mean, people who watch this show and watch Soul Citizens probably know this has been one of my things I've been hammering forever since I joined. back in 3.6 or 3.5 was when they added the female character model. 3.6 was when they said in Jump Point that they would have parity with the male character in terms of the clothes. And we're not talking about brand new things. We're talking about just being able to wear all the same stuff they've got available for the male character. And we're on 321 and you still see placeholders, lots of placeholders. And so, you know, I'm so glad that we got this update because it's something that frankly, a lot of people, you know, sort of, I don't know. I'm one of the mods on the Star Citizen Ladies Discord, and like it's one of the things that we talk about, and it just feels like, you know, like she said, second class citizens, right? Second class Star Citizens. So I'm really happy we're going to maybe get some more information at CitizenCon, and I know they have great concepts. We've seen great concepts, great concept art. We want to see it in the game. We want to be able to wear it in the game. That's what it, you know, comes down to.
Thank you for that. I was remiss. Popped and Fish wanted to say something about the monthly report. I missed it, so sorry about that. What did you want to say?
Oh no, I was just, you know, the thing that caught my eye was the as it always does, is the AI. I'm just really looking forward as they push that on further and further. I think there's going to be something really a game changer. But you know, besides the characters will stop, T-posing once they get all of that together and they'll really come to life. I think that's really going to be really, really something. And when you go interact with them, it'll, it's just, I think it'll be phenomenal. At least I hope, from the envision that I kind of have of it.
Thank you. And you, Fish?
I mean, for me, I was looking at the audio part. I didn't get a chance to see what that said, though, but it's all right. No worries.
All right, cool. Thank you. Northern Trooper, I've been remiss too. You popped in. I haven't been saying hi. How are you doing?
Hello, all. How are you all?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
How are you?
Welcome. What have you caught your eye so far, Northern Trooper?
I think it's interesting. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the economy team and what they're doing in the back end, where they talked about how they're going to be changing, or they're looking at how to change the commodities and how that's going to affect us. I know they added the jump points for the whole C, but I wonder with the whole C and the economy team working with the whole C, how that's going to retroactively affect how we buy armor, ship components going forward.
Okay, cool. Thank y'all for that. But back to the future females too. I found it interesting they're gonna have a presentation. Implied they're gonna have a presentation about clothing. In CitizenCon 2953. So we shall see what that's about. Looking forward to it. Up next, we have the Day of the Vara. Oh, I didn't scroll up. Yeah. So what happened to the Vara? In the early morning of October 27, 2557, when the communication between the retro system and the exploration vessel called the Vara mysteriously stopped. Mere hours after the ship captain, Tiffany Heptane had sent her initial impression of the ominous ruined alien cities and then recently discovered Hades system. Search and rescue team dispatched the next day, along with countless expeditions since, failed to look at any records or remains of the Vara until now. So like we said before, this is an in-game fiction piece. This is a vid or movie that was made in-game depicting the Day of the Vara. And this is a celebration of Halloween, basically, in real life. This is interesting. Fairness in the past, the haunted legacy of the Fairness lived on today in public festivals adorned with black and green decoration and in private gatherings to honor the dead. Join us as we revel in the thrills and shows the malevolent mystery for a season. Don't be scared now, but didn't mean to frighten you 2 minutes early. What were we going to say?
The Vara was real. The thing that we read before was the movie, but that actually did occur in the Star Citizen universe. Just to clarify.
Okay, so Vara is real. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
that was confusing to me. So yeah, thank you. Not just me, I think. Them bones, skeletons invade arena commander. Femur, building. Oh God. Okay, I wish I had pre-read this. Anyway. From October 19th until November 2nd, Arena Commander Gun Rush mode gets totally spooky and super scary, as all player models have been replaced with terrifying skellies. You got a bonus pick, log in and stun them if you got them. Oh my goodness.
They're channeling that fast card humor.
Jake and Jared, I think they got together. Maybe Terry Hybrid too. I feel all three of them got together to put this together, I think.
I have a question. Which way is the skeleton head looking?
Oh, I just noticed that. Wow. I didn't even notice that the first time.
I don't even know where his arm is attached to. It's almost like that. Remember those old great
I think it's turning this way, like
oh
it's pointing the gun and turning and look behind. I think that's what it's doing.
Okay, it'll be cool, I guess.
But yeah, so gruesome twosome. The Corsair and the Cutter join break and the Mad Monster Party with the ghoulish green paint scheme. So you got the Cutter and the Corsair now joining the break line. Trick on Treat finds great surprises all over Stanton. Until November 1st, players have the chance to get the dote of their lives with opening loot containers across Stanton, find the coveted Banjul, Shield Horror, and Fieldberry Dark Bear helmet, and add them to your creepy collection, if you survive the shock, that is. With more players have managed to secure all 9 horrific helmets, including both versions of the Neville Lot and all 6 Dark Bear variants, will also earn a super scary Spectrum badge. So if you get all 9 plus those variants, you get a Spectrum badge. Someone asked me earlier if this is something that I would be interested in doing. No, thank you. Like I said before, this is not really my holiday. Maybe something for Christmas. I might be for that one, but not for this one. So yeah, not for me.
But if you're a collector, you want to do this contest. If you don't already own these helmets or these masks, you can add these to your hanger if you find them in the universe.
Yeah,
so that's 9.
They persist.
Yeah, they persist. Last year we only had 3. We got 9 this year. So get out there and look.
Awesome.
And collect the people who are just into this stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Scrolling down, calling all creeps. A blood-curdling cacophony of community content. The Day of Vara brings for an Alpha community contest, and this year's No Exceptions, returning from the grave again, is our fan favorite pumpkin carving contest for yourself and your lives on, or you can take a crack at the scariest 60 seconds of MACHINIMA mayhem the verse has ever seen. We'll cover that in a bit. So yeah.
So that like the picture with the head, in the guy's hand above. This is the first time I saw this picture, and I was confused because I saw it earlier on another person's stream, and they had Jared's head there instead, and I was really confused about where they got it from. So now I know they got it from here, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So be nice to the guys. He's a nice guy.
Oh, community. You do the weirdest, loveliest things sometimes. Venomous Vessels. You got quite a few 9 vehicles. You got the Dragonfly Black, $40. I'm going in order from low to high. You got the Drake Cutter from $45. You got the Drake Mule for $45. You got the Drake Herald for $85. You got the Buccaneer for $110. Got the Cutlass Black for $110. The Dwarf for $175. Got the Corsair for $250. Caterpillar for $330. And then it goes back to the Drake Black Dragonfly Black. Sorry. Let me check something real quick. Click on this. Upgrade now. Yeah, the insurance. If you click on that, they have nope. It's just a normal. Whatever your strip currently has, will have the insurance. So nothing like a 6 month. Not anything like a 24-month extra insurance or anything like that. Limited time paint. You can get all the paint for $42.25 US, or you can get separately for $5, between $5 and $11, I guess. Oops, and it decided to do that for me. Okay, so yeah, got these shipped. I'm going through this quickly because we're running a little bit behind on schedule. Limited time extras. You got their spooky starter pack. What is that? The Cutter. And you got the Warbond Thrill Seekers, Thrillers, Chillers, and Killers pack for $1,035. That's all of them, I guess. And you got you can get the bear mask separately. Or you can pay $19.20, you get 6 of them, 6 pack. Or you can buy them separately for $4 each US dollar. Anyone picking those up?
No.
I'm not trying to get this game.
Yeah, green is not my thing. So that's me.
Ask a quick question.
Not that green, anyway.
What's the question?
Within lore, where do these Halloween masks fit in?
They're from so I can explain that if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the Hill Horror again was like another video, like a movie that happens in the Star Citizen universe, I believe that's the case. Or no, Neville Lott. Okay, yeah. So this is a horror thing, right? As far as the Vandal mask, we know that the Vandal exists, and of course they're scary to humans. So that's where the Vandal mask fits in. And the bears, I'm not really sure the lore of that, but I do remember when they introduced them, they had some kind of lore too. And we always see them now when they do a cinematic portraying like pirates and stuff, they always give them those bear helmets.
I think it was because in the future, what happened was they found old video footage of a show called The Care Bears, and people of the future were terrified of it, and they made these giant helmets to signify that.
Admiral, I'm the only one who can make bad jokes like that, okay? Don't take my job.
I will Care Bear scare you so hard, fastcart.
I bet you will. But yes, that is the day of the Vara. Then they had a couple of contests that they mentioned. The Day of the Vara pumpkin Halloween carving contest. They had this from previous years. These are some of the ones that they decided to highlight. That's the Hornet. That's the Constellation. And that is the Carrack, I believe. So yeah, good job. So yeah, if you have a chance to win a first place a Caterpillar, second place win the Cutlass Black, and the third place win the Cutter. I believe with the area, all of them have LTI with the green skin ship paint. So good luck to that. And the submission got to be posted by November 2nd, 11:59 Pacific. So good luck to people who are into that. All your artistic types out there. The other contest is the Day of the Vara 2953 60-second horror MACHINIMA contest. You have the details here in the thread. Welcome to the 60-second of horror MACHINIMA contest. Before you begin, they have the contest rules. Check those out. Keep in mind that read the contest rules and do all those steps. Winning condition will be judged on quality, creativity, rule of intent, horror, excitement level. And the date is on October 31st, 11:09 Pacific PM, sorry. And the first place winner gets a Drake Corsair, second place gets a Drake Vulture, and the third place gets Buccaneer. All with LTI and a green paint. Oh, this is per contributor and collaborator, so it's not just one person for this one. So the whole team can get one. That's not something they normally do, so that's good.
Yeah,
to see.
up to 3 people. I think that's
up to
the
3
maximum.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, so yeah, that is the Day of the Vara contest stuff. I have other stuff that I wanted to cover, but I'm thinking we're going to skip ahead. Let's see if I have anything that I wanted to really get to. Okay, yeah, so there's one called Arena Commander Reward. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Where'd it go? Oh, I do it this way. Arena Commander Reward. There you go. So this person asked, Arena Commander no reward. They did a couple of the drill modes and didn't get the reward. Nico at CIG said, and we have read it. Hey, no worries. It might take a while, some time before it's attributed to your account. These badges are waiting some finishing touches at present, but will available to you to apply through your profile setting as soon as they are ready. So people who have done the Ring Commander stuff and don't see the reward, they are coming. So that's what I wanted to let people know about. Winning Commander schedule. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Schedule. There we go. So let me click this up. So master mode should be only standard part and permanently available as important balancing. The DJ Bunton CID replied, agreed. We received a lot of potential helpful feedback and want to give players even more time with master mode. So I'm glad to say master mode's free flight will remain enabled. Duels and endless window swarm will stick to their schedule. However, when next enabled, they will also remain active. Master Mode's Endless Vendor Swarm is returning for Halloween with some changes that we're really excited about. So then continue to experiment and give feedback for Master Mode's free flight. Quick reminder that Tank Royale will be enabled for 1600, tomorrow 1600. This was posted last week, so it's already ended. But I just want to let you know that some of the other Master Modes will be enabled. Anyone happy about that?
I'm glad they. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they have kept the master modes on for people to play with. Because like the way it was before, I was feeling like there wouldn't be enough feedback from the community on master modes, like of people that actually spend time with it. But this way, this ensures a greater amount of the community will be able to test it out and give CIG valuable feedback. That's all.
Thank you for that. Are you going to say something? Someone else?
No, we're just going to echo exactly what Jade said there, because one of the concerns sometimes is getting enough feedback from the community. So it's nice that they are keeping one of the master modes on, so that anyone who needs some time to actually get accustomed, because it takes some time sometimes to get accustomed to these different flight models, depending on how fast or how slow you are to adapting. So it will give the community some extra time to slowly adapt to it, especially as they evolve it. So glad to see that they are keeping this mode on.
Thank you for that. Anyone else for that specific topic before I move on?
The only other thing. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just say the same. Just say I
okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the key thing for me is being able to experience the mode with NPCs as well as with other human players, right? That's to really assess where we are with regard to how the mode functions. You really have to have that human opponent or that human individual making choices that aren't yet programmed, and to see what it's like to engage that, right? So towards that end, the more testing, the better always.
Right. Yeah, agreed. I'm going to fast forward through some of these, so forgive me if I don't take quite as many comments about these, but just to say why the Keybind changed. We covered some of these threads last week, but it had a new reply from CIG. So this is from Yogi Clat. Two things mostly. First, that they're doing a control passage for Squadron 32 for which we are retaining easily reachable buttons for functions that are used often, e.g. flight ready does not fall under this category, as it's now used more than once per flight and it's not time critical either. Other changes are based on upcoming system, e.g. cruise mode will be obsolete by the relative throttle system for MKB, mouse keyboard. Targeting will also have changes soon. All is used for some of this function. And a good amount of players' expectation comes in here as well. Lots of MP multiplayer games have scoreboards, etc. on a tab, which is why the AC team, Arena Commander team, moved it there. We will keep changing keybinds around until we find the right setup that works in most cases. So this is not the only time they will change. So expect more changes down the road. Don't get used to these keybinds, basically. There's another one from here. Changes are inevitable, yet even understandable. Yogi Cloud responds, the P20 release was a bit chaotic in that regard, and that's their fault. The law department asked for details on bindings, but frankly, they just missed a lot of the changes. I actually had assumed that quite a few of these bindings wouldn't matter, and we wanted to remove them again, but which then didn't happen. So yes, the process definitely needs to improve, and it'll take a bit more of that time for that in the future. So one more from Yoga Class. The relative slaughter more flexible. I can't read that whole thing, but basically talk about the more stuff about the keybind and the thought process that goes behind changing it. And they're not trying to change it willy nilly. They are trying to make everything more accessible to the player, basically. All right, let me fast forward and get. Okay, so these are the last two from Spectrum before I move on to the ISC. After Vulcan. This question also, do you consider taking consideration taking the PBR with path tracing? And Ben Barry responded, we should have something to say about retracing in the near future. Maybe CitizenCon. That's me saying it, not them. Little sub-team of us have been working on pre-release with broken renderers to build with some prototypes. So expect some news about Vulcan in the near future.
Wait a minute. Them going a path tracing? Oof. I mean,
none of us will be able to run it.
Yeah, whoa. Because you know how long it takes for you to render path tracing?
Most likely, it'll probably be like optional because if it was meant.
Jeez, path tracing is for cinematics, and that takes for one scene, let's say 7 seconds. That could take you 21 hours. So I'm trying to figure this one. Yeah, I'm like, what? Wait, what?
Cyberpunk has a setting for path tracing, if I recall.
Yeah,
and it's heavy.
It is heavy. Yes, it is serious, but it's not like real like cinematic quality path tracing, right? But I know it's Holy moly! All right, if they can.
All right. So after Vulcan.
I'm kind of surprised how it seems like they're answering a lot of questions. You seem like there's a lot of
there was a lot of the dev tracker was filled this week. I'm like, whoa, how am I going to cut all this stuff down? You see me cutting stuff out, and it's still a lot. Yeah, the dev tracker was filled this week. The past couple of weeks have been filled. I think it's because there's the content drought, and they probably want to feel like they're still communicating. Because you know how people say they're not communicating enough, but I mean, they're definitely communicating. They definitely are communicating.
If they could keep this up the next 2 weeks until CitizenCon, that would be perfect.
I think that last week was before CitizenCon. We'll see, but I don't know about that last week before CitizenCon. Yeah.
Jay, you can't ask them a new question every day. It's not going to work.
You found me out, Admiral.
This is the final thing before we get to the ISC, but Game Blast official Star Citizen are not working. News flash, it's not official game from Star Citizen. That's the issue. Hook Saint at a CRG planning on updating official Game Blast shard. That's basically the question. And Zalo responded, Game Blast products are not developed by Cloud Imperium, so you would need to reach out to them directly for any issues you are experiencing. So if you're having trouble with Game Blast, reach out to Game Blast, not CIG.
Yeah, that was odd. When I read that, I'm like thinking, it's like if somebody has a problem with HTS voice packs, they say, CIG, can you fix my HTS voice pack?
Some people don't know, Jay. That's the issue. I mean, a lot of the third parties program people think it's coming from CIG, and I can understand the confusion, but it's great that CIG did reach out to this person, let them know that they're not in charge of it. So I thought that was worthy. Yeah, did anyone here use Game Blast? Just curious.
I do, but I haven't done it in a long time.
I also use it with a tablet in front of the keyboard. I've used it for Elite Dangerous and for Star Citizen, but I haven't consistently used it in a long time as well. So I didn't even know that the shards were down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I haven't used HTS voice pack in a while. I'm having issues with my joystick. Plus, I messed up my my voice pattern because I was using noise canceling or noise reduction on my voice attack, and that messes everything up. So I'm gonna have to restart over.
Carter, are you gonna do the one about what the devs think of the jump point?
We can. We can. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that real quick. There was jump point.
I got the link.
Yeah, so, okay, so,
There
yeah.
you go.
So, what did you think of the whole jump point situation? People found. Nemesis 1 asked, hi, just wondering what you all think about the community found its weighted location and the way they did it. I think it's awesome how they went, and the teamwork went between the organization was amazing and awesome. Thanks for the awesome work. Nico at CIG responded, from a community team point of view, we went from different expressions, wait, how, oh, ooh, oh. I think I did that correctly. Look at all the great images and videos in our community. It's so fantastic. The expeditions were amazing to follow too, and we love your passion in finding the impossible. The positive vibe from this infrared exploration adventure was definitely noted.
Again, this goes off of what he said earlier, is that we don't need to be, held by the hand all the time and shown everything. And we can, find stuff with ships that they were designed for.
Oh, Jade, you had any comments, or you just wanted me to point that out?
Oh no, I just thought it was a good post that that pretty much says what Admiral says. Now we know that CIG is definitely aware of the shenanigans we got up to with these expeditions, and hopefully, we'll get more things like that aren't televised, that aren't marked in the game for us to find.
All right. Before we get to IST, I just want to remind people that we are doing a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital. We raised, someone gave $5. Thank you for the person who gave $5 today.
Thank you.
Radwin, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Sorry, I didn't notice it before when it came up. But yes, we are doing a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital. We're trying to reach $10,000 ultimately. But if we hit $6,000, we're doing a giveaway for the Space and the Sprin'tok.yāi ship for an OTI. Appreciate all the people who have donated so far. And with that, we come to ISC, Inside Store Citizen Sprin'tok.yāi. So this is 13 minutes. I didn't really find a good place to stop in between, so we're going to go through this whole thing. This is basically one whole sprint report. So yeah, here we go.
So yeah, I'm back in LA. Everything's the same, kind of weird, kind of different. I don't have my studio anymore. I'm pretty sure they turned it into an Airbnb. There was a family of 4 in there when I looked. But yeah, ISC. Normally, we'd be on hiatus right now. It's October. But since everyone is focused on CitizenCon right now, nobody's really paying attention to what we're doing over here. I think we can actually squeeze a sprint report into things, if that'd be the sort of thing you're kind of interested in. Now, if you've forgotten what a sprint report is, that's a bit different than a normal ISC. We don't do developer interviews. We don't, the ISC gameplay capture team doesn't create any footage. We literally, and when I say we, I mean me, we dig into the development review folders that are, internal, that are just meant to kind of update everybody internally on where they are on something. And we pull those and present them to you, with me telling you, giving you a little context about what you're looking at. It's not in 4K. It's not professionally created. Nobody, when they made this stuff, thought it would ever be seen publicly. But it's as true and as honest and as behind the scenes an update as we ever do. So yeah, without further ado, let's do Sprint Report, pre-CitizenCon edition, the stuff we can talk about that isn't going to spoil the big events in 2 weeks.
So let's start things off with a look at continuing work on the Ship Trespass system. Now, Ship Trespass is the seemingly simple system that will dramatically affect PvP in the verse by correctly determining and setting hostility for uninvited guests. What you're seeing here is one player boarding a ship that is not their own, and of course receiving a warning indicating they're unlawfully entering the ship. This makes them hostile, as well as fair game for anyone else on board to attack without gaining a crime stat of their own, while the intruder will be crime statted the very moment hostilities break out. go where you're not supposed to be, and risk the consequences.
And yes, this also accounts for you as the ship owner following the intruder back to their ship, where you'll be able to hunt them without fear of getting a crime stat yourself.
And you also may notice that the ship owner gets no notification at all. For intruders, your presence is no longer spoiled by automatically joining a comms channel. If the owner of this test doesn't see you, they won't have any indication you're there, at least until scanners and some such come into play later down the line. And as you can see, ship trespass also extends to vehicles and ships as well. So don't go docking somewhere without asking for permission first. Meanwhile, the EU Landing Zone 2 team is continuing their work on extending the new player experience to New Babbage with some new navigational signage you can see here. A lot of news there. As well as adding a few new shops along the critical path to facilitate a better first experience for players, like this Kelto you can see here. Kelto! Kelto! I blame Board Gamer for this. And the EU-PU team has made some changes to beams, tractor, and salvage alike that will now allow for independent operation on vehicles like the Vulture you see here. This will allow users to mix and match tractor and salvage beams for simultaneous yet independent control via dual sticks or gamepad, and provide for more dynamic use cases as resource gathering systems continue to develop. Not you too, Dev.
Hey, Jerry, can you make a quick espresso?
Yeah. Yeah. Hi. They asked if they could make an espresso for us. That was nice.
Oh, yes.
And since many of you are looking forward to... I didn't think they were going to do it right there. And since many of you are looking forward to further iteration on bounty hunting, let's keep our tour of potential gameplay changes to ships going with the Anvil Hawk. Now, one of our team members on the EU Vehicle Content team recently completed a first pass sprint revisiting the Hawk to explore a potential new methodology for loading and unloading what I'm just going to affectionately call the Wanted, Fugitive, and Stasis Cargo Containers, or WIF for short. The idea being that once you've captured and contained your prey in the WIF and set it down behind the ship, this articulating arm would then come out and, using the power of electromagnetism, suck the into its grasp and pull it up inside the vehicle. Yeah, all this for the whiff looks pretty good. All right, so it should be noted that the Wanted, Fugitive, and Stasis Cargo Container is something I made up about 55 seconds ago, and has not been vetted or approved by any member of development staff. But I feel good about my chances.
So let's go ahead and stick with vehicles for a bit and look at the old tried and true Freelancer, which is getting some work done to fit all of its necessary item components in ahead of the resource management system coming down the road. Meanwhile, Elwyn and our North America Vehicle Content team have recently completed a first pass sprint bringing the Origin X1 to life, which you can see here is undergoing just a few minor changes from its concept necessitated by continuing development of the vehicle component and resource management systems. Now, while this is still white box, that hasn't stopped the team from also visualizing some baked-in lighting improvements, and overall, even with the subtle shape changes, the X1 is looking fantastic in its white box form and will only continue to look even better as it progresses further down the pipeline towards release. We've also got a brief look inside the white box progress of the RSI Apollo Medevac, which is currently in production.
And I still think the Apollo exterior looks too damn cool to be a space ambulance. John, Ben, I'm gonna need a fighter or a smuggler variant of the Apollo. And no, if you're thinking that's a hint or anything, it's not. It's just me abusing my platform and position to make a personal request. Let's talk about the Sprin'tok.yāi. We haven't talked about the Sprin'tok.yāi in a while.
You can see here the alien material work continues to iterate as members of the NABC continue to develop the resources our Xi'an friends would likely use to build their ships from. Through their use of a variety of material maps, they're hoping to land on what's essentially an alien version of carbon fiber, which should add lots of nice detail to the exterior and then add a pearlescent finish that'll really make it shine in the light. We've also got a quick look at the back of the wings. And then let's take a look at the cockpit, which you might remember from our Alien Week update has been a bit of a challenge to get right, wanting of course to give it that alien uniqueness while still being usable by the hands of humans and Zero State alike.
And while we're talking about the Sprin'tok.yāi, did you know that we have an entire team dedicated to branding over in the Montreal studio?
We've rarely touched on it, but Nick Forden and his team over there are dedicated to developing the individual visual identities of Star Citizen's several hundred internal persistent universe brands, including this look at the brand document of Apoa, maker of the Sprin'tok.yāi we just looked at. Really tied that together. Now, some folks might write branding off as simply marketing, but the work of this team has been essential to recent improvements to Hurston and Area 18 and New Babbage you just saw, allowing artists and designers alike to create consistent and immersive identities for each location. And as this work extends to nearly every aspect of the verse, it'll continue to help define and refine all visual elements you'll encounter as citizens making your way through Stanton, Pyro, and beyond.
I'm gonna need like a... Yeah? Yeah? Right now? All right, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right, so I gotta go do this thing, but Chad is right here, so I'm gonna let Chad explain this new improvement that's coming to the cargo system in Alpha 3.21. Take it away, Chad.
Yeah, so I was doing some work for the tractor beam attachment with new larger boxes in the game. They are often these longer on one sized boxes, and because of how they can fit together in the ship across each other in all these kind of complicated ways, sometimes placing them in the ships is a bit tricky, and it can be a little finicky to get it just right, especially in tight corridors with larger boxes. And so I was adding some new functionality into the system so that whenever you're placing them around, if the direct placement underneath the attachment doesn't work, there's some fallback logic that'll look nearby where the placement is to try to find a good placement for the box, so that it makes it essentially more forgiving whenever you're using the tractor beam. In the ships with these larger boxes, you can place it such that maybe it's just a little bit off the thing that would work. And instead of just not giving you anything as far as like placing it, it'll give you another fallback option. And all that really means is that it is a little bit easier and quicker and more intuitive just to drag things around in the ships and get things together.
Just a little bit. This is going to be a life changer, dude.
Yeah, this is what killed me on, just this whole packing system and the tractor beam stuff. This is like, I nearly died on the whole sea getting it in, because it is incredibly sophisticated code for this stuff. It's like, I literally read a PhD thesis on packing algorithms to implement it, which is really fun. It's just the time scale that suddenly I had to operate under because of circumstances out of my control. Made it very intense, but it is very cool, like the stuff that I was doing it. So I'm excited about it.
And we're hopeful this goes into 3.21.
This functionality, yeah.
So yeah, that's a sprint report. Hope you liked it. I'm going to disappear now. We'll be back in about 2 weeks for CitizenCon, then a 2-day event on October 21st and 22nd, emanating from the Los Angeles Convention Center. Until then, be sure you check out Alpha 321, which is currently on the PTU, available for testing. I haven't seen a whole lot of it because I've been traveling, but there are a lot of people really jumping at the chance to point out some new things that weren't in the patch notes. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the process of game development with you. And we'll see you in about 2 weeks in CitizenCon.
And we're back. Trying to find the right one. There you go. Mute it. There we go. So yes, free for all. What do people think? Well, name one thing that they like. Want to comment on that they saw in this ISC.
Vehicle updates. I'm enjoying the materials work on the Sprin'tok.yāi. I am supremely disappointed in the new seating position in the X1.
Why? What's wrong with the seating position?
So if you look at the concept art and where we were before, the seating position was very leaning forward, a lot like riding a very serious sports bike. Now the seating position seems to be very vertical, with your feet down in front of you, almost like a scooter. It's a very different feel.
It looks
when I think
awful.
of PG, I think scooter, don't we? Isn't that your thing?
That's what I'm
I think-
thinking, scooter now.
Okay,
Cod
mind if I
racing.
jump in here? Because I have some strong feelings about this.
I
Number
think,
one.
I think this whole ISC is just gonna be the X one. Go for it, Jay.
Yeah, well, it's not because I
I'm
have
looking it
something
up now.
I have something I like about another part of the ISC. But oh my god, why? See, why CIG? You had a beautiful looking vehicle.
Beautiful.
It's made by Origin. That means
Right.
you have sleek design. That means you keep that really sharp nose. That means you don't add some damn canards onto, like, when I think of Origin, I don't think of canards. I think of nice, round, futuristic, sleek. I don't think I need 2 little dog wings. Like, what the hell? Why would you do that? I'm
It's
sorry.
for aerodynamic and atmosphere.
No. This is like adding a hardwood floor to a Drake ship. You don't do this. You just don't do it. I'm
Little
sorry.
Wings now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
calm
sorry,
down.
BB.
But that looks stubby. Look at that. It went from looking like a sleek racer to some goofball thing. I don't know. I'm sorry, but yeah.
It looks like a white painted version of what someone might be riding around in the supermarket. It is
Hey,
terrible
I
now.
would ride that in the
I would
supermarket.
ride
Thank you very much.
Wait,
I would ride that in the supermarket.
Your cart looks like Formula One compared to that. This
Yeah,
I
your
wouldn't say
your
that.
cart makes this look like your cart looks like a Formula One racer. This is I can't say anything else about
So
this.
to belabor the, I don't want to belabor the point, but the point is that people are not happy that it's upright rather than leaning forward and the wings, basically, right?
And the nose, look at the nose, and you
Yeah.
compare it to the original, right? It's like showing a Concorde supersonic jetliner, and then you put like a Cessna, like it's got a stubby nose, like it just it went from
it's
this
super-
sharp
Jade,
fast thing.
Jade, maybe it's just the FOV that's messing it up.
No, this is not the FOV because they've done an orbit around. I kind of wish they had I don't. I'm glad that they orbited around so we could see it wasn't an FOV issue. I really hope the community that bought the X1 let CIG know if you didn't like what you saw here, because it is still in development, things can change. The only thing constant in game development is change. This has changed, and it's changed for the worse. Get rid of those wings. Put the nose on. I can deal with the seating position being weird, and like you're sitting in a desk chair, but at least give the design language back that says this is an Origin sleek, fast racer back, and that means make that nose sharp. Get rid of the dorky wings that don't belong on. Not one other Gravlev bike has wings. The Nox doesn't. The Dragonfly doesn't. The Hover Quad doesn't. Why the hell would you put it on a Origin bike? I don't know.
All right.
Our intern thought that was a good idea. Please read up the design docs for Origin. Thank you. That's all.
Kalrati, go ahead, Kalrati.
I can only speculate for the reason why the nose is wider, and it's mainly because apart from the body, which may be storing the components, we don't know if they're going to be storing anything in the front. That's the only without they can bring back the point, but that may make it longer if they are actually keeping anything within that front there. But that means that it may not fit within the 400i. But that's my speculation. They could be wrong. If that's not the case, then it would have really sucked that they actually just changed it just because they like the design.
Yeah,
they say in the ISC that it's about component, fitting components and some of that resource management, but I don't care.
I don't care either. I don't care either.
I'm not worried about these fins down the bottom. I don't think that they play a central role in where components are going to go. Maybe they do in some sort of animation, but they don't look like they need.
Yeah, the fins were kind of yeah.
Okay, so people are asking for a comparison between the two. I don't have a direct side-by-side comparison, but these are images from the original concept art from the on the website. So you can see the back. The back is it's mostly the same, I guess, but except for the wings, obviously the Dodger wing. See if I can find. Oh, what happened to the gun? The gun is missing.
The gun has been. I just added a photo and images fastcart so that you can see how the driver is leaning forward, and now they have this sort of upright, and even the seat looks like it's like you're gonna putt along.
It's a Segway.
Yeah, that's exactly what
turned
it is.
into a Segway.
You
got it.
I don't like the seat. It's too straight. I like a nice bucket seat, and that's not a bucket seat. Even if it was a car seat, a race car seat. But
everything about the concept was aggressive.
Yep.
Was forward leaning, was sleek, and now I feel like what we're getting is, I don't know. It felt very diminished.
Here's what I would.
I'm not necessarily interested in. I have two of these. One is the police version, and one is this white version. And I was really, really anticipating
what I want to say
having this in my 400i.
What I want to say before we move on is that don't melt these because like Jay said, the only content is changed. So once CIG receive the feedback they get, expect more changes. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say you're gonna get the original thing back that you concepted on or paid for the concept for, but hopefully they'll make some adjustment to that.
All right, real quick observation. I have these two. I have the white one and I have the racer one. And if it is an issue of getting it into the X1 bay of the 400i, we don't need all that useless space on the back. Shorten it a little bit. Give us back the nose that we bought. Shorten it a little bit so it can fit. And I think most people would be happy with that. As far as the seating position, I agree. It should still remain front facing, but if I were going to compromise, I would say, okay, well, I'll take the seating position if you at least give us that design language of it looking sleek, fast, lose the dorsal fins, and give us that sharp nose. And shorten it if you have to, but from the rear, not from the front.
And where's the gun?
Yeah, I mentioned that already. Yeah, I didn't see the gun on it.
I think on that might just be because it's in white box and guns are probably added later, or it's not white box, but I think like the gun will probably be added later to what we saw.
Look how badass that seating position is.
And that's what we were shown before. Like, that still looked like the concept.
So this is from Reddit that I had to go back and found, but yeah, this is the leaning forward seating position that they had. I agree that this is better than the upward, the vertical seating that they have now. So and it has a gun on it. So we shall see what if CID will change anything.
Remember how many changes the Carrick went through? Is all I'm gonna say.
I'm just enjoying the new precursor to the new origin change to have little wings put on the side. So I'm just looking for them all on all the ships now.
No.
And
There's
call it flappy wings.
Yeah, there's no reason for them on this vehicle. Maybe another vehicle if you want to make another grav-lev bike, CIG, fine, have at it. But this is not the one to play around with.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone have anything else from the episode, the ISC episode that they want to cover before we move on? Go ahead.
One of the things I talk about was the part where they talked about ships, the trespassing part. I like what they're doing with it. I know that scanning hasn't come in yet, like you said, but I like the point of fact that if somebody's trying to pirate you or become a stowaway on your ship, that you don't get that notification anymore. So it kind of brings obviously a little bit of realism, but also it brings awareness. So the way that when you're out at a mining facility, like a trade facility, because usually what me and Pops used to do is I would always be on lookout, for anybody, whenever I would stop off and like pick up diamonds or whatever it is to do cargo runs. So I always loved that.
Okay. Anyone else?
I did with the other one that kind of was it Sprin'tok.yāi?
Oh, the Sprin'tok.yāi, yeah.
Yeah, I did like that cockpit. The cockpit.
That looks
You
crazy.
did or you don't?
I did like it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The 180 on that, you get a whole 180 view. I don't know if the Fury has quite a 180, but I don't know of any other ship that has that wide of a view to it. I think that's really cool. And if I could touch on number 2, if that's okay.
Real quick.
Real quick. The Apollo. I get what Disco was saying about the shape of that ship, because the first thing came to my mind when I saw that ship, I don't know if we remember Space Ghost, the Mantis, the Mantis ship from Space Ghost.
Yeah, I can see that.
That ship always reminded me of that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's a hospital? That should be the Mantis ship from Space Ghost. But okay, there you go.
All right,
I'm just Googling Space Ghost right now.
It's an 80s cartoon. Or maybe 70s.
Okay,
I'm not sure. I saw it in the 80s, but that might have been rewind.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you for that. I don't have too much to add. But what do people think about the Jared's acronym for trespassing? You think that's going to catch on?
Yeah.
Which fair? I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, I ain't trying to say it, but
I can't remember it, which means it probably won't catch on.
Yep.
yeah.
But I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious from watching this ISC that people in the LA office missed Jared because he was getting all sorts of attention left and right. So yeah. I bet they were glad to have him back.
So there was one thing I loved about this episode. So I already went negative. I'm gonna go super positive, and it's gonna be something most people won't even call out. But the branding, right? That brand document. They showed us the whole brand document, or it looks like the whole brand document for APOA. And I posted on Spectrum a thread asking that that kind of stuff would be great for the fan kit. if we had, a brand document for these different companies in the verse, because a lot of people make machinima, they make commercials, they make other content, and that brand document, they don't have to pour through pages of lore and track all these lore posts down to come up with their stuff. They can just go to that brand document if it was available to them. So I really hope that CIG can, give the community this in the fan kit, or maybe not the whole thing, but just, a scaled down version of it, because this is exactly what a lot of people in the community would love to have. It even has like the hex codes for the colors and everything. It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was great too, Jade. I posted on Reddit asking where people thought Consolidated Outland would fall on those two axes, because it is one of the manufacturers that is missing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was super excited to see this as well.
Yeah, I really, really hope they consider giving us at least, like I said, at least maybe a couple of the cards from it. Not all of it, but, at least some of it if they can't give us all of it.
Okay, 30 seconds. Same ship, Apoa. I think they should, the keys inside the cockpit, I think they should leave the writing, the language the same. So when you hit F and look over it, it should say that, and they should give you an owner's manual so you can know what the hell the language says. So if someone tries to steal your ship, they'll look at it and be like, "What the hell am I doing here?" And I just think it'd be so cool if they want to push languages and to learn these languages for people, for the Zingro linguists and stuff like that, then I think that would be something really, really cool. And maybe someone who knows this language would be drawn to it, or people want to make them want to learn it more. I think that'd be a really cool way and fun way to kind of get them interested. I also want to say last week when I said when they showed up a sneak peek of this ship, I was exactly right that it was the underside, facing the underbelly.
Yeah, you went all CSI on us. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that's it. Yeah, sure.
Northern Trooper, you've been quiet. Do you have anything to say about this ISC?
I think I'm more interested to know how far they've gotten with the Apollo design work, since they just randomly made a guest appearance on their progress tracker.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. Oh, cool.
And I think at the beginning of this video, fastcart, they show one of the jump points. But I know everyone is saying that the new jump point's missing, the cloud tech looks like it's not finished. But before he sits down, he sits really nice at the table and hides it. Right there, you kind of see him. Well, he went a little bit too fast. But...
Oh, okay. Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yeah.
See that? That looks like it's, and you kind of slowly, if you do a slow motion here, they'll actually show it. And I bet you that's it right there, because they showed us something in here.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Good catch.
Well, and across these iterations of the PTU, I don't want to spoil it for folks, but these jump points began with placeholders that, from most angles, were low tech. But if you go out there now, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like something from Hubble or the James Webb Space Telescope when you first quantum to it, because you're some distance away from the stations when you quantum to them. And I would beg you to just take some time before you quantum to the station to just look around you in third person, zoom out, and just look around. It's wondrous.
It is. It is incredible.
Yeah, I think I did one of them.
Wait, we have to move on. We're running behind. But yeah, that is this week inside Star Citizen, Sprin'tok.yāi. And yeah, I think that was a good episode. Looking for, I think this is the last, like I said, this is the last ISC until after CitizenCon, but we will have a Star Citizen Live next week. Not tomorrow, but next week. So, and then we'll have a content route from until after CitizenCon. So, cool. Okay, so up next we have, so what I'm going to do is show two Cinemas, but they're only 2 minutes each, so it's 4 minutes total. But they're both from Make It Wookie. The first one is called Does Your Pirate Org Need an Inferno? And the second one is called Retaliated 50% Off. So here we go.
Good morning, Stanton. This is Scooter, coming to you from the beautiful Brio's Breaker Yard on Damer. Today, we got the Crusader, Ares, Starfighter, Inferno. The fine folks at Crusader slapped a size 7 Firestorm cannon from the Torok onto a B-2 bomber to make the best tree-clearing piece of machinery this side of the Milky Way. It's also great for moving scrap metal, lighting up dark caves, and of course, getting rid of stowaways. Now look at here. This old girl even has a gun rack, so you're ready to go hunting down them predator aliens. And don't forget about the Go Fast seat. Alright, if you want to take this old girl for a test flight, you just come on down, you tell Scooter sent you. Y'all have a good evening. Woo! Good morning, Stanton. This is Scooter, coming to you from the beautiful Brios Breaker Yard on Damer. Today, we got the Aegis Retaliator. Now, it may look like it's just a lawn dart, but this old girl has more hull HP than a hammerhead. As for the shields, well, that's more just for decoration. But with the 5-man turrets, you ain't gonna need those shields. And of course, the main feature of the Retaliator is the Torpedo Bay. This old girl holds 6 size 9 torpedoes. That's twice as many as an Eclipse, and 6 times as many as an Aurora. And the Retaliator has all the amenities you would expect from a long-range bomber, like gun racks, bathroom, the doggy door to the torpedo room. Now, it ain't got no mess hall, but I'm sure your crew will figure something out.
My inmate.
And speaking of tight spaces, the beds also double as escape pods. So just make sure your crew ain't claustrophobic.
I'm okay. I'm a big boy. Okay, guys, let me out.
Need a hot drop your crew into an AO? That's no problem for the Retaliator. Just make sure you come to a complete stop. Local R&R out of your favorite torpedoes? No problem. You just find yourself a well-insured crew member and slap them on the docks. All right, Godspeed, Billy. Last and certainly not least, the Retaliator can even deliver cargo faster than a double dog running through Mimo.
And that baby is gone. Wow.
All right, folks, today only, the Retaliator's 50% off. Y'all want to take this old girl for a test flight? You just come on down, you tell Scooter sent you. Y'all have a good evening. Woo!
And we're back. Just tell them that Scooter sent you. So yeah, let's do a free for all. What do people think? Anyone up first?
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Fist.
No, I mean, Scooter, Skeeter, Scatter. Skunter, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm just playing now. But definitely Wicked Wookie always does his thing with these, man. I love him. What can I can't point out one single thing I'd like to say, a lot of people, because like the whole damn thing
like
was
the whole
cool,
thing. You
man.
like the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole
That's
thing was
fine.
cool from front to end. So I mean, it just had me rolling,
Which one you like better, the first one or the second one? The one with the Inferno or the Retaliator?
No, I would have to say, yeah, the Retaliator was a little bit better.
The Retaliator was a better one. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else?
I think he should. I think he should have a school on how to pronounce. A school on how to speak like Scooter, so we can say what is it?
Can that be taught, Pop? I don't think that can be taught.
I don't know either. But I would like to go there. Maybe a Moby-at, a Skeeter Moby-at pronunciation school. But
what that app called? Not the
Duolingo?
the language app.
Duolingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
So because I wish I could remember, what did he say? Torpedoes. Torpedo.
Torpedo.
I have torpedo something. Okay, but I love his words.
I think he might be going to CitizenCon too, so maybe we have a chance to meet him and maybe learn a word or two.
Yeah. And I like the way he points out little things that the ship doesn't have, and these kind of little things that he really, you can tell he goes through the ships. He just doesn't throw these together. He actually goes through the ship and finds little things and learns out. Like the dart thing. Yes, it does look like a dart. It looks just like a lawn dart. It does. I like the way he does that. So I think that's really cool.
Anyone else?
Yeah, he's like it's like the worst, when a song sticks in your head or a commercial sticks in your head. That's the power of what.
Yeah, Wicked Wookie.
But anytime I go to Brio's Breaker Yard now, I'm like, Brio's and Damer.
It would be really cool to see his commercials
Anytime.
one day at these kinds of locations in the game.
I can't imagine CIG not doing something for him in honor of him. I hope they do some one day, but I don't know when.
Yeah, that's true.
Northern Trooper, you want to say something?
Yeah, kind of just gonna say the same thing. Where when we go to Pyro, if they don't have commercials like this, some backwater, 50% off. It's a hot ship that he's trying to resell or fence, and they don't show a scooter. I'm gonna riot.
You're right.
Agree.
Eminent, you made me snort. Congratulations. You get a point for that. You made me snort. All right. Yes. I think that's everyone who wanted to comment.
Oh, I just wanted to say the fast seat on the Ares was hilarious, and the I'm a big boy when he goes into the sleeping pod to eject was also hilarious. And I have never, I don't know how I've never how people haven't picked up on this before, but the fact that there's 6 size 9 torpedoes in that, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to say about it is nice.
Yeah, nice.
The only thing
go ahead.
Yeah. The part I liked the most of these two was when he dropped the Nox as a torpedo, because like anybody who's ridden Nox knows how explosive it can be, and I just thought that was cool. Because the Nox is explosive.
All right. So yeah, that is our Machinima for the evening. We did 2 because they're very short, but they're both about Wicked Wookie. There's a pod opening in Inferno, and we shall it at 50% off. So yeah, good job, Wicked Wookie. Yeah, funny as always. So we're gonna wrap up here. I just want to say tomorrow, Friday 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Join New Soul. hopefully someone can put a link in there for chat for them to follow and get a notification from them. But they're going to be doing a DJ set. So tune in for that tomorrow. And then before I do that, we are doing a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital. We're trying to reach $10,000 ultimately, but we will be happy, we'll be ecstatic if we can reach $6,000 by Sunday for the Sunday show. And also, if we do reach $6,000, we'll be giving away an Air and Space pack and I'm sorry, we already did that one. My bad. That was the previous one. And you just save a comment and a Sprin'tok.yāi for $6,000. And then on Saturday, doing it for a podcast Saturday, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. With Slow Voices. Griffin has confirmed that there will be a show this Saturday, so tune in for that. Then at 6 p.m. is the After Public Captain Table, hopefully normal time. Then followed by Relay Station at 9 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC. Convert all those time zones to your local time, please. And that is on Saturday. Then on Sunday, join us for Working at Cloud Imperium, Sunday 8 p.m. Eastern, October 8th. That'll be midnight UTC. We'll be talking about descriptions of job titles at CIG. So people who want to know what the job titles do and what they mean. Some of these will probably be specific for CIG. A lot of them will be what they call industry wide. But sometimes CIG like to do their own thing with their own title. So yeah, tune in and find out which is what. Job titles at CIG, that 8 p.m. Eastern. And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. You can become a soul bro, soul sis, or soulmate. Soul Citizen membership has its privileges. Click the join button down below. I thank Kusanagi, Big Bad Gaming, Face to Face, Jade, Kalrati, Northern Trooper, and Popping Face for joining me. Thank you everybody in chat for hanging out and chatting with us. Making it funny and lively as usual. It's been fun. You can join us on social media. Follow us on social media with Soul Citizen with the S only and everywhere. You can buy a merchandise, but for the now until October 22nd, we prefer you to donate to the fundraiser if you want to support something. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and follow depending on what platform you are, and hit the notification so you know when we go live. And I don't think we have. Yeah, so I can't. I'm it's unfortunate. I don't know how I had privileges to raid anyone. So let's see who's live.
Abdi's live.
Abdi, okay. You can put the link in chat for me.
Sure can.
Thank you for that. So go ahead and join Abdi. Abdi, say this is a manual raid. So yeah, say hi to Abdi from us from Soul Citizen. And I think that's it for us. Oh yeah, I went on Astropub Captain Table last week, so check that out. Also, we had a fun time on the 12-hour live stream. That's on YouTube and on Twitch. On the VOD if you want to check that out. And I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, join Abdi and tell him we said hi. And with that, peace, love, and soul.
Peace.
Nice.